Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Express Gaming, and today what I've got for you is a quick way how to build trees. Because, you know, we all love trees. Anyway, there's three types of trees we're going to show you today. There's this palm tree, there's this spruce sort of fir tree, and there's just this generic sort of tree. I'm going to go from this one across that way, showing you the best ways, or the way I would do it. Anyway, so to start with this tree, I'm going to use a world edit as well. You don't have to use world edit, you could, but if you're on a survival world you probably won't have access to it. But what you'll do is you'll build a 3 block by 3 block cube thing, rectangle, going up. So what I'm going to do now is you just build it as high as you want. I'm just going to have it about this tall. I'm just going to make sure that is all log. Okay, now that's, you can build that in survival, it's just log 3 by 3. And on top of that you will get your leaves. So what we'll do is we'll just build out how big our leaves are. You probably want it about, you know, sort of square shape. Maybe not even this big, about that big. And I'll build up now. About that tall. I'll just show you how tall this I'm doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks tall, and I think 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on each side, about that. I don't think I've gone as much on that side. 4, and then what we do is you build all this out of leaves. So now you've got your basic tree shape. Obviously this does not look very effective. So what we're going to do now is first we're going to mess a bit with the trunk. What we're going to do is we're just going to go up here, make this trunk look a little more natural, going thinner in the middle and getting a bit thicker as we go to the top. Also you can add some sort of branches coming out, going up here. Also, doing the roots, do the same sort of thing by just adding a few blocks out. 3 normally will do, 2 will do 2. And then you just go up, near the top bits of it. And then as you get further out, switch to go in this direction. And then as we move forward, then you go into your more tree shapes. Okay. So this tree will be finished soon. You might want to play around with the thicknesses of it, just to make sure it gets the sort of desired effect that you want. Because remember, this is to fit your landscape. Over there you can see we've done some landscapes which they might fit in, but in the end it's up to you what you want it to look like. So you can alter it, you could use different logs and different leaves. So that's not the best tree I've ever done, but it looks good, and it's a very simple way to do it. So now let's go on to doing the leaves. With the leaves, what you do is you just take away like the corners of them all, and then you really soften it to make it into more of a circular shape, going around the top first. Obviously this would be harder in survival, but you can just go on the top and break all the leaves. Then just go in between, just to make sure the texture is a bit broken up. But you don't need to break too much of that. Leaves. Anyway. That looks good. Okay, maybe there's not enough leaves on that, and obviously I could improve that and make it bigger. But I don't think we are going to now, because of what you do now is sort of you add these line things, or you can make it droop. These little things which just add a bit more detail to your build. So, there we go. It's already looking like a good tree. Also, like you see on here, we've used slabs and spruce fences to sort of heighten the design and make it look just a bit more natural by putting these on some of the ends. So you can't see that all this sort of log or spruce fences to make it Just feel like there's more branches or something, more stuff going on. Also, another tip you can do with these roots is put them into the ground so it looks like they carry on even underground. So that's that first tree done, and it looks good, and it was very simple, very quick to build. Next we've got this small fir tree here. We've used two textures again. We've used the oak leaves and spruce leaves. This is in a different biome if you haven't noticed, which is why the oak leaves look like this. If you didn't have this, you may just have to use the spruce leaves, or maybe birch leaves as well. This one uses a different log. We're using the spruce log here, and we didn't make it as big this time. What you do is you go up with one here, and one here, so you've got this sort of 3x3 square but without the corners. Then, once you've got to about the height that it's going to reach with the leaves, you'll just go up like that, and you've got the main shape for the base. Then you just go around with some of these, get some slabs maybe. Then you start going up. It's all about this, getting this shape right in the first place. That is how the rest of the tree will look, so you've got to make sure you don't do it wrong. You've got to make sure you're happy with it, because it doesn't matter about everyone else. As long as you're happy with it and you think you've done a good job, then it's going to be good. Okay, now placing of the leaves. This can be quite tricky. So first, I suggest just covering your base with leaves, like so. And then going out a bit at a time, making sure the shape is going to look good. So we've got it like that, then we'll go out again, and we'll repeat this process until we're happy with it. And look, it's already started to look like the third tree that we want it to look like. Obviously, adding bits down here would add a bit more effect to it, but we don't need all that to happen, and it looks good anyway. Adding different variation and adding blocks in between will also add a bit more effect to it, but it's already looking very good, and now all it needs is the landscape around it. Okay. I'm only doing the front half of this one because otherwise the back half will take quite a long time, but you know how to do it now, and you can go and build your own trees. Final one is this rather good looking but rather large jungle tree. It sits rather nicely on this beach with this few bits of grass and plants coming out of it, and it's this shape that's actually hard to get. But when you actually build it, you build it with the same 3-block structure as with the first one, and a bit on the second one, and then you just go up with it. Obviously not too high, because of this one we're actually going to be getting rid of the base and moving it over a bit. So once you've eventually got the jungle logs in, what you do is, because you don't want it this thick, is you'll place it around the base, just going up this side, and build another sort of 3 here. Then, after you've done that, you can slowly etch away at this bit, for quite a while, because we don't need it that thick. Obviously we'll also do the same on the top this side, and then we've got the tree shape that we wanted. Obviously if it seems a bit too thick at the base or something, just get rid of some blocks until it gets to what you want. I'm just going to etch away a bit more because I don't want my palm tree looking too thick, which they can actually quite easily get to look. Obviously, they may look a bit too square, so don't feel scared or like you'll ruin it if you get rid of a few of the edges to make it look a little less square. Remember, this is your build, so if it's not exactly looking like mine, it's not wrong, it just means it's different. And that's good. Okay, so once you've done this, you need the jungle leaves, which are a very nicely textured leaf. Obviously they do look a lot better in their actual biome, but they still look, with the fruits and stuff in them, very good. And what you really want to do is you want to actually just spam a lot of them, because the leaves are normally quite a lot more, about the same thickness as the trunk, so don't feel like you need to make it smaller or thinner. Just go as large as you want. Go crazy. Also, I do say they do look a lot better in threes, so don't go and make an even number, one on each side. You can build diagonally. It's not that hard. Also, make sure you get the actual curvature of the leaves hanging down, because it doesn't look that good if it's just completely flat. Okay guys, now we've got the basic shape. What we do here is we've added these nice brown hand clay things to look like coconuts or something. So then we'll put them there. I'll put one there. And this does add a bit more detail at the top of the tree. And actually looks rather nice. Then we'll put the slabs on like we have been doing on the other ones. And you can always add leaves and stuff, because you can make it look a lot better than what I can do. So this is just a quick tutorial on showing you the steps I would use and how I would build it. Okay, and we've got a nice jungle tree there. We've got the front of a nice spruce tree, and we've got a nice oak tree, even if the leaves are a little lacking. And these are the trees that you can build. So just spend a bit more time on your trees, but with these few tips you can spend a little less time and get better results. Okay, that's all from me. But remember to leave the like and a comment if you really want to say something about it. Also, tell us what trees we could have done, and if you want, you can always email us on the1expressgaming@gmail.com any of your cool trees that you've made. Also, thanks to H.W.P for building the trees that we've demonstrated on how to build. Anyway, be sure to subscribe if you really enjoyed this video. Goodbye!